offense. A first down throw coming for Dalton. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That'll line up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Andy Dalton. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a first down. So from Seahawk territory now, it's first and 10. Right at the 40. Here's Dalton. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
After the interception, here's Wilson. On the move to his left. He'll run it. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
On first down, it's Carson. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
The Seahawk ball carrier.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
On second down, it's Carson. And he's got this pretty close to a first down at the Cowboys' 36.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
A 5-yard gain.
Give them the third down conversion. 5 yards on the play. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up second and 10. Wilson's throw caught by Metcalf. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 16. 15 yards on the play, first down. So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13.
Ball carrier.
The tackle there by Antoine Woods.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up second and 7.
On second and 7, Wilson rolling to, and this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown.
DK Metcalf.
DK Metcalf there to make the grab, and the Seahawks add on to their lead. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen, and he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. This will make it into the end zone. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
He's going to loft one deep over the middle. Oh, that was dangerous.
Dalton's pass.
Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on second down.
It's second down and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 11 yards there, first down. First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 7 yards the pickup there. 3 yards to go on second down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. And on the second down throw on target. Now Bell hit. He lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. The 20, 10, and they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. And that's a linebacker showing he can move pretty good with a football in his hand.
That's not just a short shuttle now. He took it and went a pretty good distance, didn't he? Did you get the 40 time on that?
I didn't, but he got 6 points out of it. I know that in a great play for that defensive unit. Now a 2-point conversion attempt coming for Wilson and the Seahawks. It'll be Carson. They run for it. And he's going to go down right at the line of scrimmage. The defense left him with nowhere to go. And the try for 2 is denied. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Now it's Wilson. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
At their own 28-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensive.
Time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
A gain of 13. It's a first down. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on first and 10. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Well, it's part of the game, but injuries, again, a big story in Week 5. Most notably, of course, Dak Prescott. Pretty severe ankle injury that's going to keep him out the remainder of the season. And that's really just the latest in what has been a tough year already. Gosh, you could probably build an all-pro team, Charles, with some of the guys who have gone down.
Yeah, an all-pro team, and at worst, a Pro Bowl team, because you're talking about names like Saquon Barkley with the New York Giants, Cortland Sutton with Denver, Marlon Mack, Indianapolis, Nick Bosa, San Francisco, all of them injuries that have them lost for the year. Michael Thomas got hurt in the season opener with New Orleans. We haven't seen him since. Nick Chubb with Cleveland on IR. Christian McCaffrey with Carolina. They've all missed significant time, so it's been a tough year for injuries. Some teams are playing around them better than others, and we'll see how it goes the rest of the year, but we wish all these guys who are hurt a speedy recovery.
Give credit to K.J. Wright. He was disrupting defensively.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Another look for Dalton on second and 10. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 22-yard line. Give them 14 on that one and a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at it.
13 yards on the pickup, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
A gain of 13 brings up 3rd and
they'll try and run for it with Elliott. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Now some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5.
Brought down just shy of
When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead because...
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Andy Dalton taking it in. And the Cowboys cut into that lead. So it was second and goal, still had a couple of downs to work with. They tried to sneak, and they got in.
I like the idea that they did it early in the down and distance count. Second down as opposed to waiting later on. I think it fooled them a little bit, but how about the push they got up front to get the quarterback through?
Big push and a touchdown to boot. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the two-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on two-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a two-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
Sliding out of the pocket. He'll find Metcalf. And finally, he's taken down at the 18. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And the Cowboys have recovered. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, but it's going to be second down.
Second and 10.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 18 yards there, and it'll be first and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line.
Ball carrier.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. His pass caught at the 4. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Pete Carroll in that familiar hands-on knees pose. His guys will go for 2 here. It'll be Carson. They run for it. Diving for the end zone, and the ball's knocked out. It's picked up by the Cowboys.
Well, that 2-point attempt failed due to the fumble, but people that can't see this, but you got a ball in your hands now, and you got the thing locked in pretty well. You got it covered up.
I love having a football in the booth. I always hang on to it. Makes me feel like I actually played back in my day.
Well, you probably could have. If you'd run that play, you would not have fumbled. I can tell you that.
Maybe. The return man, Wilson. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 23. He gives it off to Carson. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they can actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third.
Get deeper in the game.
They'll run the screen with Carson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18.
First down, Seahawks.
On first down, Wilson. They'll roll him out right. And Olsen over the middle. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. He got 29 yards that time. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Dancing to his left. He'll try and run it. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. Oh, they'll try the sweep. It's Lockett with it. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6 with the ball on the 7.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 7-yard line.
Now a toss play. It's Carson. And they'll go backwards here. Losing yardage to the 14. It's a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down.
Back at the 14-yard line.
Now it's Wilson. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
Carson.
Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. So now a 2-point conversion attempt coming for Wilson and the Seahawks. It'll be Carson. They run for it. And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And that one will bounce out of the back. The end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the... And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off near the 34. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. So 1st and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
The Seahawk ball.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
3 brings up 2nd and 7.
On 2nd and 7, Wilson eluding the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. He'll buy some time right. And now he's going to use his legs. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Seahawks offense continues to pour it on. Jason Myers now for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Makes the score Seahawks 39, Cowboys 8. Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. And defensively going with a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Well, they definitely figured out something defensively at halftime, Charles. That's now 2 drives and 2 interceptions here in this 3rd quarter.
And I think the easy thing for us to say is, boy, they made an adjustment, didn't they? Or they showed him something different. I'm not so sure it's that as much as maybe he's just been impatient and forced the ball a little bit. In any event, as you noted, back-to-back interceptions thrown.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the Cowboys.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Wilson. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Pass intended for DK Metcalf. Incomplete.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Wilson connects with Tyler Lockett. And the Seahawks are running away with this one. As that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all 3 phases, offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one, you're exactly right. Clean sweep. And, boy, they're going to celebrate this one after it's over.
And on the other side, this is the game film you just flush and never go back and review.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This is Tony Pollard. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Pollard on the return. The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
And a strange one here, a little befuddled. They're sending out the field goal unit now.
Very long attempt.
And as is to be expected, this is nowhere near being good from that distance. And this score will stay right where it is. I got nothing after that try.
Yeah, don't even try.
I mean, he tried it from the parking lot. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Wilson connects with Tyler Lockett as his guys continue to pour it on.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about,
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it.
Partner, that type of a lead, and they're going to fake it from the 15 to try and pick up a 2-point play instead of kicking it through the post. Come on, man. Put that in mothballs. Come on. Don't do that.
Put that in mothballs.
Yeah, preserve that for it. That's an ancient relic. Faking it. I can understand. You want to rub it in a little. You fake it when you snapped it from the 3. But from the 15, mothball that bad boy, just like my grandmother had.
Yeah,
in her attic, the stuff she used to preserve.
Did the same. It smelled terrible. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call.
Oh, he's going to take this out of the back of the end zone. And that's going to be a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here. And that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And touchdown, Seattle. Chris Carson, 64 yards. And this offense continues to pour it on.
A hero that just scored, but tackling's been an issue for this defense all game long. I can't set that aside. We just saw it again here. Missed tackles leads to his long touchdown run.